After a lifetime of clinical depression and the death of my sister, my world closed in. I was imprisoned in my mind. My threshold for time away from home was barely an hour. 60 minutes and my heart would pound so loud I wondered if others could hear it. When I began to see a counselor on a weekly basis that specialized in anxiety, she tried to find a program for me to attend. What she found was there were no day programs for high-functioning disabled adults. Not being mentally challenged, I was left with no resources. I had to create my own, and I did. I began to become an observer of my illness. I studied it and took recovery steps every day. But the depression was the easy part. The most difficult thing to overcome was the agoraphobia, fear of the outside. It took a very strong passion for things I wanted to learn about to get me out of my home. I learned to meditate, and through that I learned about myself and how to control my fear. I found the traumas that triggered the fear and let go of them. I believe the secret to life is changing how you hear and see things in your life and what you do with what you discover. On the way up from the depth of depression and mental or physical illness or disability, there is a window of opportunity where the gifts we all possess lie. What I hope to accomplish from the creation of a day program for high-functioning disabled adults is the ability to help others find their way as I have found mine. Continue only in the direction of the intention to succeed at a passion, and the resources will find you. God tells us all the time that we only have to ask, and we will receive. About 27 years ago, I lost my 6-month-old daughter while I was in the process of opening a health club in an area where none existed. Some people told me I was crazy, questioned where I would get the money and how I would go about succeeding. But I continued in the direction of my intention. The week after my daughter died, my mother was diagnosed with colon cancer and asked me to move into her home to care for her. She did not want to live in a nursing home. The night before I was to leave, 2 gentlemen came to see me. They were from a Fortune 500 company and wanted to finance my business. I had to decline the offer and give up on the dream in order to care for my mother. My point is that despite what others believed, I believed that I could and would succeed and continue to move in the direction of my intention. And as a result, the resources that others told me I would never get came to me. I want others to know that on the way up, there is a window of opportunity. And when you discover it and follow your passion, anything is possible.